Hey folks, this is Kalani. In this Rygelon boss guide for normal and heroic, we'll go through the best strategy for taking down the 10th encounter in the Sepulcher the First One's raid. Before we jump in, be sure to hit up that like button and subscribe so you never miss another video. You'll want to attack the boss at the side of the room, and we recommend you lust on pull. Throughout the fight you're going to see lots of little black lines. You want to dodge those, they deal damage. Tanks will need to watch out for corrupted strikes. The boss deals any unmitigated damage as damage over time, so you'll need to swap to rotate cooldowns and keep the damage over time low. The boss will also summon 6 collapsing quasars around the room that immediately move towards the boss. If they reach the boss, you take a bunch of raid-wide damage and the boss gets a damage buff, so kill them before they get to him. Whenever one of these quasars die, they leave behind a black puddle. You don't want to walk over this if you don't have to, so stay away from them. The boss will also mark several players with dark eclipse. This debuff explodes for massive raid-wide damage when it expires, so you need to get rid of it by running over one of those black puddles. This deals a lesser amount of raid-wide damage, so you will want to stagger the debuff clears to give your healers time to top everyone off, and after you cleanse your debuff, you also get a ring around you that explodes after a short delay, so make sure you run away from other players. When the boss gets to 100 energy, he will cast Massive Bang. This instantly kills anyone who gets hit. To avoid it, you'll need to cross over into the Singularity. There are 3 unstable matter adds around the room. You need to kill one of these adds, and only one, as the boss gets close to 100 energy. When the boss casts Massive Bang, the add needs to be at 0 health to trigger the unstable matter field. Little swirls will spawn around the edges of the room. Each player needs to go into one of these swirls, and you cannot share, so each player needs their own swirl or circle. You do get pulled constantly during the cast, so don't step out of your circle. Everyone who stays in their circle will get sent into the downstairs phase. During this phase, you take constant raid-wide damage, so your healers need to keep everyone topped off, and eventually the boss will pull everyone back out and you'll start phase 1 over again. It's worth noting that because you only have 3 unstable matter adds, you can only survive 3 massive bangs. You need to kill the boss before he casts it for a 4th time. In Heroic, there are 3 main changes. First, during the outside phase, whenever you run over the black puddles to remove Dark Eclipse, you consume the puddle, meaning you can't use the same puddle more than once. You also get Cosmic Cores in the upstairs phase. These attack the closest player with an AoE effect. You want to have one player stand closer to them to take the hits. You should rotate players who have large defensive cooldowns or immunities to take this damage because it starts to hurt very quickly. In the downstairs phase, you also get unstable cores. These are very easy to deal with. Your entire raid needs to stack on top of the core. The core pulses for AoE damage, but it takes damage equal to the damage it does, so if you're all stacked up, it dies incredibly quickly. When it dies, it will explode after a short duration. Everyone but one of your tanks needs to run away. The tank should use a big cooldown to survive the explosion. If no one gets hit by the big AoE, your entire raid dies. If any unstable cores are still alive when the boss pulls you back upstairs, your entire raid dies, so be sure to handle them properly. That's all you should need to take down Rygelon on normal and heroic. If you have any leftover questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll help out as best I can. A big thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and to everyone who subscribed on Twitch. You can see their names floating by on screen. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.